Sangat nganu ya. Gini gua. Oke. Anjir, dapat apa nih? So bos lah. Blitz curler. Rafinya. Oke lah. Ini apa ya? Oh, oke. Laris A lagi. Dibeli, anjay, what the hell? Kanan tuh nggak ada ini lagi. Kanan ya. Aduh ya. Kenapa nih? Chef. Aduh skill. Gue emang Daniel bisa di kanan. Deku. Baldi terus tekan oke.
welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Lewandowski. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cabarsi. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
Okay, interesting. And the ball's come loose here. Great ball. He's had a hit.
Surprising it.
Denied by an
De Jong.
instinctive save.
I think
Oh,
he's done
shit.
great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Sadiq is onto it in a flash. Diego Lopez. Deco was in no mood for any of that. Diakabi does well to get it back. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
De Jong. So we're still where we started right now. This is De Jong. Pedri. And it's Deco. And here's Levin. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. It's a chance. Made possible by a very decent ball.
Well, the quality of the supply has been acknowledged. Shame, that's when the quality ended.
There's a probing ball. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Deco.
Ya, ketahan Deko.
That has been knocked clear. That's been won straight back. Ferran Torres. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good.
Ya, malah ke situ.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. De Jong. Valde. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mosquera. And Javi Guerra. Sadiq.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Javi Guerra. Valde promptly onto that, and that is that. Valde. And here's Ferran Torres. Barcelona are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Kubasi. It's Pedri. Back into the middle. This is Proman. And the shot!
Aduh.
Diego Lopez. And Almeida. Navigera. And it's Gaia. Passes coming off in quick succession here. The less said about that pass, the better. Balde. For Ferran Torres. Good spot, he's seen the run. Tarega. Half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona are in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And we are back underway.
Barcelona really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
It's a really well-measured ball. Almeida. Pedri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pedri. And here's Deco. Diego Lopez. And it's Gaia. And Cesar Tarega. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Some good work on the right flank here. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Balde being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Less than an hour gone. Deco. Dani Olmo. Showing good feet. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Jong. And it's Deco. And here's Ferran Torres. Well, that's surely a foul, free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Deco having a look. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Spectacular save! Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of
Ferran Torres!
Jadi blok loh kayak gitu, gila anjir.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Balde. This is De Jong. Pedri. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he was quick to react. Balde.
Yalah.
Ball's gone out of play. He's in plenty of space here. Hernus. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
No way through. And it's Gaia. Dani Olmo. He's picked his way through. Dani Olmo. There's the cross. Another chance from a corner.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now it's Danny Olmo. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Mosquera. Javiguera providing an outlet on that flank. Almeida. Javiguera. Now the finish! It's anyone's ball now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Very much into the last knockings. Gaia. Diego Lopez. And they win it back again. Lewandowski.
Might want to be careful there.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. There could be trouble here. But for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So, power or guile, what's it going to be? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Just a whisker away.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Diakabi. And the referee brings it to a close. Perfect result, perfect outcome. Welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Defending of the desperate variety. And they're quick to get it back. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Some really good ball movement. Delicately. Guevara. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Cleared away. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedri. Deco. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Alaba are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Distributed tidily. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, he's got a side of goal. There's a probing ball.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and
Can
personal.
he get onto this? Al-Kubasi can get it clear. And here's the chance to counter. Dani Olmo. And he welcomes it in. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Kunde. It's Pedri. De Jong. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Ferran Torres. Terrific!
Anjing. Apa lagi?
Deco seems absolutely shocked and annoyed. Did all the hard work and failed to make it count.
Guevara. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Ferran Torres. It's run loose here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Guevara. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Ferran Torres. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Oh, a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Guevara. Well, no joy this time. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Carlos Alenia, Kepada. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Danny Olmo, and that could set him on his way. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's a fine challenge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Balde. This is De Jong. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Carlos Alenia. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Back to the keeper they go. Balde. Ferran Torres.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Carlos Alenia. Well read, nice interception. Ferran Torres. Deco.
Ay, kung naghahabat eh.
Belted away. And he's there to get it away. And here's Danny Olmo. Danny Olmo. Great chance! It's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and are rightly pumped and ready to go again. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
But he's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Balde gets good distance on it. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Deco. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Ferran. Shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Carlos Alenia. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Gets into some space. Kepada.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
De Jong. Very much into the last knockings. Danny Olmo. Deco, who does have an assist to his name.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Cleared without hesitation.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nice sequence of passes this. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona have...
Gacha. Guys, Kunde ini loh yang gue maksud. Butuh pemain back kanan gue. Dapat Pedri ini lebih bagus apa yang PTW? Harus cari racikan itu sih. Pedri, Kunde.
this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? We have already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that.
Main diamond
He's
kan?
brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And here's Mbappe.
Anjir 5 back.
Back into the middle.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Costa Curta. Madrid, without doubt, seeing more of the ball, looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Pedri. Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
He's had a good look and given a corner. Up for a header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Koundé. And it's Messi. Pedri. And it's Messi. Oh, can he get onto this?
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Great defending, strong and determined. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Koundé. Messi. Pedri. Here's Rodri. Costa Curta. Passing nice and neat. Costa Curta.
Ya, cewek gue mau true pass ke Dani Olmo.
Cuts out the supply. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Played back in. Messi and the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Costa Curta. It's Pedri. Koundé. Pedri. That's good play. Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out towards the right wing. That pass isn't the best. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Pedri. And Dani Olmo. Now it's Mbappe. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pedri. Costa Curta. And here's Dani Olmo. Whistle's gone, that's foul. So, is it really plausible to
very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Looking wide. Rodri. Son Heung-min. Danny Olmo. Rodri. And Danny Olmo. And here's Son Heung-min. Can he finish?
Anjir, parkir tank. Susah banget.
Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Petri. Rodri. Rudiger. Costa Curta. Here's Rodri. Pedri. And Koundé. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Here's Rodri. Koundé.
Nah, ini nggak bisa nih.
So what can they make of this? And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Pedri wins the duel this time. Rodri. It's Pedri. Mbappe. Son Heung-min. Costa Curta. Danny Olmo. And Koundé. There they go, hunting in packs. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him. Madrid choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lewandowski proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's managed to get free. He's made sure that's not getting through. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Pedri. Oh, that's nice. Koundé. Nice control. Pedri with the cross.
Loh, Lewandowski kok hilang aja.
Is there.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Danny Olmo running with the ball. Corner it is. Pedri. Koundé. Here's Rodri. Koundé. Koundé charging forward down that flank. Just too much on that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Intervened well there. Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Fighting looking ball that. Rodri. Pedri. That's been cut out, well played. 5 minutes left on the clock. That is a great pick out. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Messi.
Ya Allah.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And we are already back underway.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Pedri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Costa Curta. Son Heung-min. And Dani Olmo. Koundé. Dani Olmo. Pedri, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. He's picked his way through. What a throw in. He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, they can break here. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Lewandowski. And he's there to belt it away. We've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, players doing their best with tired minds, tired limbs, close to running on empty, in search of that elusive winner. They have 15 weary minutes to find that, or will it be a case of succumbing to the inevitable? And the action has already restarted. 105 minutes of football, and it is still goalless. It is going to come down to one moment.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He's had it nicked away. Koundé. And it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. That's very neat. Neymar plays it in.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Rice.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a decent looking cross.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Neymar. Rice. Oh, it's not gone well. Rice. And that is it. There will be penalties.
Yeah, maybe most were not expecting this to go the distance, Peter, but you can't complain about the graft and energy on show. I think the scoreline wasn't from the want of trying, and now it's lottery time.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Oh, it's a really good save.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Lewandowski is the next man in the spotlight. Oh, what a save!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
So, the second man in line. Coolly into the bottom corner.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Messi is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, straight down the middle, and for some, it's too much. The third man in the queue. Oh, Cooley does it.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Son Heung-min is third in line. That's how it's done. He made the keeper come in.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
He steps up to take the 4th penalty. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Oh, he took a risk, but it's paid off.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Saved! And there's your hero! Perfect result, perfect outcome. The premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're underway here. It's Mkhitaryan. He's in plenty of space here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's growing into one of Italy's most important midfielders, and he always has a say in what's going on, and he looks like captain material for the future. I think this guy has a lovely presence about him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Marco. Mkhitaryan. Throw it. Just eases him off the ball. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Mbappe. Can he finish? Dumfries. To Barella. Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Foot in. And he has been fouled there.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Either side yet able to find the net. Thuram. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
A good ball, and this looks promising. Corner then. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to get it away. Pedri. Koundé. It's Pedri. Here's Tchouaméni. Now this could be a chance. And it's hoisted clear. Ball is over the line. And it's Messi. Musiala. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found a way through. Can he get away here? And the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay. Inter really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
And it's been shifted off it. Costa Corta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Di Marco. And it's Messi. Musiala. Tchouaméni. Musiala. And Koundé. Mkhitaryan. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. And here's Mbappe. Acerbi goes sliding in. Barella. Bisek. And it's Acerbi. Taremi. Marco. Turan. Turan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Musiala. Mbappe. Messi. Taremi. Turan. Barella. He's played him through. Could move up a gear here. Musiala. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Taremi. Mkhitaryan. That is going to be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. They're certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How would you review the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. That's a decent clearance. DiMarco. Bastoni. Calhanoglu. Oh, he's found support out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Messi. Now Mbappe. He's gone out for a throw-in. Pedri. Chouameni, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Dumfries. Now it's Tura. Dumfries. Son Heung-min. That's a nicely measured pass. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. That's good play. Or good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Messi. Now it's Pedri. Musiala. Messi. Koundé. That's a throw. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Pedri. He's gone for goal! Rising over the bar.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
And Madrid, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
He's had it nicked away. Barella. Into the last quarter of an hour. Barella. Mkhitaryan. Out to the left it goes.
Inter merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
It's a promising run he's making on the right.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Marco. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Pedri. DiMarco. Stood up well to him there. Spread out to the left. He has found the way through.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Pedri. Son Heung-min.
They're avoiding the play.
He's going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, 0-0 doesn't offer a fair reflection of what we've seen. The game's been vibrant. I think the atmosphere has remained buoyant, and we just need the scoreline to step into line.
So to clarify, extra time will follow. The hostilities have already resumed. And he's away. Barella. DiMarco. Musiala. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Played into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pass somewhat off target. Taremi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Mkhitaryan. Pedri. Mbappe. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
He'll fancy himself from here. Son Heung-min! Decent hit from there. Serbi. To Barella. Dumfries. And it's Son Heung-min. Pops him off in and wins back the ball. Spread it left. DiMarco. Mkhitaryan. Musiala.
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Çalhanoğlu.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Koundé. reached the midway point in extra time. And you have to accept that penalties are now a realistic possibility. You hate to think that either side is settling for that, given what a lottery penalties can be. But the players are evidently tired, and it may come to that. And we're off for the final time. Here we go then for the last time. The score still 0-0. Bastoni. And this could be danger here. He's got away. Tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Barella. Bisek. Bastoni. It's headed upfield.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rice. Now it's Danny Olmo. Nice ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Rice. Now Costa Corta. And here's Son Heung-min. Can he put it away? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Offside that time. Akanji. Koundé. Mbappe. Now it's Rice. He's picked his way through. Mbappe. Acerbi clears it away. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Yeah, and it was clear who the better side was in extra time. It was equally clear why they didn't win it.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he puts them one up.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Taremi is the next to run the gauntlet. 1-1.
He just did what he was asked.
Son Heung-min is second man up. Oh, he's hit the upright.
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
This then to level matters.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked a spot, didn't change.
Talalu is third in line.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
So this one to restore parity. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
He must, but can he? What poise! What noise!
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
And there it is, the decisive kick. So it has all ended in... So we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Looking for the runner. Looking for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And he's had a hit! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ahmad.
Might want to be careful there.
It's a quick one. Bruno Fernandes. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pinches it off him. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think a lot's going to be expected of this guy, Rasmus Højlund. I think he's got the heart for it. And you need that if you really want to improve and get up there with the very best. And I see that in him. I think there's an honest character underneath. I think he's got the right attitude. He wants to apply himself. And I think if he can do that successfully, he's going to start scoring the amount of goals he would like.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. And it's Messi. And here's Musiala. Mount. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Shaw. Manchester United finding their passes. For Shaw. Diallo chasing after it. Casemiro. Nazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Distributed tidily. Son Heung-min. Pedri. Musiala. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Koundé and Akanji. And it's Messi. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. So another set play. Oh, great Pedri! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their second corner now. And he gets rid in a hurry. Rodri. Koundé. And Akanji. Koundé. Here's Rodri. And it's Messi. Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
That's good defensive concentration.
Højlund. Casemiro. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's picked his way through. Messi. Pedri. And that has been cleared. Maguire. Oh no, what has happened here? Real chance! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift. They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Because of that first goal now, it's a great opportunity to make a one-way traffic and add to this lead.
That has been knocked clear. Pedri. Pedri. There is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. Madrid carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Musiala takes control again and he's on the move. Onana has that under control. Played with finesse. He's cut it out. Ahmad. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mbappe. It's an errant pass. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Ahmad.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Messi. Now this could be a chance. Son Heung-min. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. It was worth a go.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Spread out to the left.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That is lovely. Costa Curta. Rodri. Madrid leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui picks it up out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's there to get it away. Mount. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Mbappe. Nasraoui. Searching ball that into space. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's forced to go back. And he's away. Mbappe! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
And now he has two. Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Koundé puts his foot on the gas. Son Heung-min. That's very neat. Bruno Fernandes. Onana with the clearance. Time and again they are repelled. Mbappe. Ahmad. Now Mazraoui.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? A heavy challenge. No foul, says the referee. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Mount. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Perfect result. Perfect.
Who the hell is Joel? Kencing dulu guys.
So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Ball has bounced loose now. He is just caressing the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he can clear it away. Lewandowski did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Zalewski. Zielinski. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's had a shot! Definitely away. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or indeed getting too comfortable.
He'll be looking for a goal or two. Piontek. Now it's Lewandowski. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he's heaved it away. Good take in a good area. Brilliantly cut out. And that has left him in a heap. Rodri. Musiala. He's got the shot away! He's delivered all right!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Great chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe really ought to have made that count. He made all the right moves.
Madrid are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Zielinski. Now it's Lewandowski. He's in plenty of space here. Zielinski. Zalewski. There's the shot! They've scored! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Son Heung-min! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Pedri. Musiala. Now can he find a finish?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Musiala. He's been picked out. Now it's Pedri. Big chance! He's got a goal! And they've got their lead back. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Szymanski. out short. Zalewski. Zielinski. Zalewski. Keeper's ball. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zielinski. Zalewski. Here's Zielinski. Kivior. Szymanski. He is through here. That is great defending, so alert. Son Heung-min. So what can they make of this? Mbappe. We are into overtime. Ah, such a clever and Messi! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
The final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Madrid are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period. Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kivior. Oh, easy pickings there. Pedri. Szymanski. And he skips past his man. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Kivior. Zalewski. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's an errant pass. Costa Curta. Pedri is being harried and hassled.
Well, they've been overgenerous.
There's the hit! It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Szymanski. An hour into the second half. And it's Lewandowski. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Musiala. Musiala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Musiala looking to add to his goal. Zalewski. That pass isn't the best. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Zielinski goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Musiala, that has been slung wide. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Great defending, strong and determined. Spread it left. Son Heung-min. That tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Musiala. Mbappe. That's going to go a long way. Rodri. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a good foot in there. He's under a lot of pressure there. Piontek. Oh, Red, nice interception. Just 5 minutes left. Oh, he's found some space here. Musiala. Now Mbappe. Musiala. Spread out to the left. He's got away. And he won't reach that. Rodri, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get onto this? And that will be it. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Musiala picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Oke lah guys, gue mau udahan dulu. Cukup ngantuk ya, udah 2 jam juga. Thank you semuanya yang udah mampir, and I'll see you guys next live stream.